1988 Ford Mustang GT convertible, 505 speed, 63,000 miles. Let's take it for a test drive. What's up, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, and surprise, and for a third surprise, we are in another Fox body Mustang. Today we are in a 1988 Ford Mustang GT convertible with a documented 63,753 actual miles. It is a clean Carfax, clean Autocheck, no accidents or damage ever reported. You have all of your original VIN tags all the way around the car, which will be found on your front and rear bumpers, bottom of the hood, bottom of the deck lid, both rear quarters, and both front fenders, also both of your doors. So all of your VIN tags are all the way around the car. This is a factory GT, so you have your 5.0. This one is a 5-speed manual transmission. Clutch feels good, motor's nice and strong, really no complaints mechanically. Really is kind of a stock car. Nothing's really been messed with. Drives great, power steering, power disc brakes, factory heat and AC. AC blows nice and cold, heat blows hot, so really no complaints from anything mechanical. Still retains a stock style exhaust system, has a good exhaust note to it, but not terribly loud. I would throw them in the trash and I'd put some Flowmasters on there, but that's just me. Some people do like the factory exhaust, that's to each their own. But not a very loud car. You hear a little bit of the exhaust being that it is a factory convertible. So a little bit louder than your standard GT. Just obviously just being a convertible, you get a little bit more wind noise, a little bit more exhaust note, but a good sounding car. On the interior, probably one of the most unique things about this car, it's factory gray leather, which is code GG. It's smoke gray. Finding a gray leather car with manual windows is very unique. So my guess is that someone ordered this car this way. So the gray leather interior is in great shape. Couple little nicks on both the driver's seat and the passenger seat, but still represents clean for being original interior. Back seat looks good. Carpets, floor mats, dash, all of that does show well. No major issues. Gauges are clear and easy to see. Steering wheel's in nice shape. These earlier cars, the pre-90 cars, do have tilt, which is a nice bonus. You can get comfortable in here. Then you have your cruise control. Heat and AC controls, factory stereo. Center console's in nice shape. The ashtray door opens and closes properly. Glove box opens and closes properly. Same thing with console there. Actually, I said that backwards. Your glove box and your center console, all of that stuff does function properly. As far as the doesn't work section on this particular Mustang, the only thing that we have listed as a no on this one is going to be that passenger door lock switch over there. The driver's side one, as you can see here, when we press lock, locks the doors. If you press unlock, it unlocks the doors. But if you press the button on the passenger side, it does not do anything. So the passenger side door lock switch probably needs to be replaced. And then the speedometer works, but it's off by a few miles an hour. You will find a screenshot of the doesn't work section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. How you're going to find it for this car is you're going to click on the inventory tab. You're going to click on this vehicle. You're going to scroll to the very bottom of the page, and then you will see the doesn't work section in that additional media tab. So make sure you guys check that out. It's also going to have the Carfax. It's also going to have the Autocheck. It's going to have the photos of all the VIN tags. It's going to have photos of the little flaws on the car. If anybody has any problems finding that, just give us a holler and we'll walk you through it. But pretty simple and easy to find. From a little GT that's bone stock. That's a fun little car to drive and bang through the gears. Clutch again feels good. That motor's got good power. You can get loose if you want to. As far as the underneath goes, floors are great, pitch welds are great. No problems of any kind on the bottom. It is a good, solid car. Obviously, on any convertible of any year range, you're going to want to look at the underside even more thoroughly. But this one is really great. I don't see any problems of any kind on the bottom. And then on the exterior, it's code 9L, which is going to be your Oxford white. This one is obviously the two-tone with the silver down low. And then you have your blue stripe all the way around it, your power convertible top. Top has a tiny little nick over on the passenger side, but it does appear to be the original top. Paint has its imperfections. It has its little flaws here and there, little touch-ups, some little door dings that could probably be PDR'd out, but it still is a good-looking car. The cladding definitely has been repainted, which is very common on these. But the rest of the paint looks good. You'll see photos of the imperfections. in that additional media tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Really good tires. The wheels have their little imperfections as well, the normal stuff that the Fox body wheels get, but they still represent nice. Doors open and close well, same thing with the hood and the deck lid. I really like the white and the gray with the gray leather interior, just a good looking combo. Headlight switch works properly. Can't say enough about how comfortable this GT is to drive. It'd be a lot of fun for the next upcoming months with the top coming down. As the weather gets warmer, this is a great car to really enjoy. I really like the fact that it's a manual window car, just very unique for really any Fox body that's a manual window car, but let alone one that is a convertible with leather. So, only one I've ever had like this. Spec'd out this color combo with the gray leather, and then with manual windows, definitely the only one I've ever had like this. As far as your suspension goes, it's going to be all factory equipment, all performs exactly like it should. It's a nice, tight driving car. No real suspension squeaks, rattles, or rolls. Suspension, again, is all factory equipment. Same thing with the front steering components. Car goes where you want it to go. This is a really bumpy road, and it handles it nice. Driving position, easy to get comfortable in here with your tilt, and then it is a manual sliding front and back seat, and then you have your manual sliding recline there. Not sure what that just was. I don't know what I was doing, but it is what it is. I'm sure the marketing department will have a whole lot of fun with that. Windshield has a couple little nicks in it. There's a small little one over here on the driver's side, and a couple small ones over there on the passenger side. Back glass is clear and easy to see out of. Rear view mirrors has no hazy spots. The power mirrors work like they should on the left and the right. Again, driving position here is really comfortable. Nothing for me to really complain about on this car other than the power lock switch, which I'm not sitting over there, so it doesn't bother me. The one on the driver's side works. Watching this video, I'm sure you see this bright orange light that's on the dash now. That's my low fuel light. We got down to just under a quarter, so that little low fuel light comes on, which again, that's pretty cool that the factory little illumination stuff on the dash here still works. When you pop the deck lid in the back, inside the trunk is all clean, all factory back there. Nothing's out of place. Again, you have your VIN tags on the insides of the quarters and the bottom of the deck lid. Pop the hood, it is really factory in that engine compartment. This is the original numbers matching 5-liter to the car. Runs like a bone stock GT Mustang should run like. Wiring, hoses, belts, fluids, soft goods, wear items, all of that checks out nice. The VIN tag is on the bottom of the hood over there on the passenger side, right where the hood mounts. And then you have your little VIN stickers on the insides of the fenders and the front bumper up there as well. A little bit of age to the bottom side of the hood insulator. It's probably the original one to the car, so a little bit of age there, but nothing that, again, I would worry about replacing. So on your disclaimer list, it's going to just be down to some paint flaws, some little age spots here and there, but it's an original style car, which is really cool. And then again, the passenger door lock switch not working and the speedo being off by a few miles an hour. Really minuscule stuff. I think this guy's going to let me go here, so... Actually, really impressed with the performance from a little stock Mustang GT. It runs great. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1988 Ford Mustang GT convertible, 5.0 5-speed, 63,759.4 actual miles from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars. We appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out all of the kick-ass content we're posting every single day, and we will catch you guys on the next video.